Hello, this is Sean Corson, Chief Analytics Officer and co-founder at Daasity. Today I'm going to be talking about our notifications dashboards and talk about some strategies related to notifications to help improve repurchase rates and customer engagement. The new Daasity notifications dashboard has been split into two distinct sections. The first is campaign performance, and the second down below is flow and journey performance, or what you might think of as your automated messages. We've split this dashboard in order to really look at these two types of messages differently. They have very different response rates, very different engagement rates, and there are very different strategies associated with each in order to improve performance. So this first campaign performance section, we look at many of the standard email and SMS metrics like click rates, open rates, as well as view through conversion rates and view through orders and revenue. And when I say view through, what I'm referring to is we look at a 5-day period from when a customer received an email or a text message. And if they came back and purchased at any time within that 5 days after receiving that notification, then we will count that as a view through order. We have some monthly performance metrics here, just looking at open rates and click rates, so you can get an idea for year over year how those metrics look, as well as some different trend lines for things like open rates, click rates, bounce rates, and view through sales and orders. These are all filterable by the date range and the date type. So the date type, you can then look at this on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. In addition, this dashboard contains email and SMS data. It's all combined into one schema. You can filter this by message type and just look at email, just SMS. You can also filter this by service provider. So if you're using both Klaviyo and Bronto, you can filter for just Klaviyo or just Bronto. This middle section, we've got, you can look at your growth in file size as well as changes in unsubscribe rates. And then we get into your automated campaigns or flows or journeys. These metrics are pretty similar to what you see up above in the campaign section. Note that you will see much higher open rates and click rates here. Your automated campaigns, your flows, your journeys, these are extremely powerful campaigns. So these are engaged customers that may have just purchased from you, or they may have just abandoned their cart, or maybe they've purchased and there's a new customer stream that you're sending to them. Regardless, these are very powerful because these customers are they're very relevant to their experience with your brand, the messages that you're sending them. We have a similar section here for just your flows and journeys, looking at year over year open rates, click rates, send rates. And then we look at email and SMS performance combined. So you can really get an idea for the different types of notifications that you're sending and how much revenue they are contributing to your company. And finally, we break all of this down in the very last visualization to look at campaign level performance. So here you can get an idea for specific campaigns and the metrics associated with them. So click rates, bounce rates, as well as orders and sales. So that's view through orders and view through sales from those campaigns. Daasity has also added a new dashboard to really look at customer engagement, not just email or text message metrics like click rates and open rates, but how are customers actually interacting with your notifications? So the visualizations you see here are generally time-based. So for instance, on this left-hand side, you see a lot of clicks or opens within the last 30 days. And then on the right side, you see engagement with email or engagement with SMS over the last 3 months. These are good timeframes for really understanding, are your customers, are they clicking through your emails? Are they looking at your products? If you have a high number of customers that are not clicking, not opening, it's important to really think about strategies for re-engaging with them. And the second section is a start to help you do that. So this section has two visualizations that show customers that have received but not opened or clicked on an email or on an SMS message in the last 3 months. So this is a list of those customers. You can take this list, you can export it, you can, using our audiences feature, you can basically take this list and you can send it straight to Klaviyo or straight to Attentive. So a couple of strategies I want to talk through here. So if you see customers that are not engaging with email, you might first try, well, let's send that list to Attentive, and we'll target those customers through SMS. Maybe you have a list of customers that aren't engaging with email or SMS. You might try taking that list, and again, using our audiences feature, you can export them directly to Facebook, for instance, and maybe try retargeting those customers on Facebook. You're just using a different channel, a different vendor to try and get those merchants to engage with your brand. It's also possible that you just need to send these customers different messages. So the customers that aren't engaging through email, maybe you try sending them a discount or creating a special segment for them and trying some different messaging. These are all different ways to just try and get these customers engaged, get them opening and clicking on these emails and text messages. Then we have a section in this dashboard that looks at our out-of-the-box segments. So we take your customer file, we break these customers down into specific segments. So high-value customers, multi-buyers, single buyers. And this looks at the engagement for those different groups. So maybe you see that your single buyers aren't engaging with email, and maybe you don't have a new customer flow. So you want to think about creating an automated campaign that is going to grab those new customers, and it's going to start sending them an email or a text message every 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, at specific time points after their first order to get them to engage and really look at more of your products. And finally, we have a visualization that looks at top products purchased through notifications. So a lot of times this list is just going to be the products that you featured in your emails or in your text messages. However, you might see a product that you don't feature in email or SMS. Maybe your emails are leading customers to a landing page, but from that landing page, they're finding a different product that they really like. Maybe you should be featuring that product in your emails, or maybe that product is just a great retention product for people that are acquired and they've purchased a specific product through their first purchase. Maybe they will often come back and purchase a second product, and you just haven't been featuring it in your email messages or in your text notifications. This has been a look at some of the new notification dashboards for Daasity. Look for some more content in the future looking at iOS 15 and the changes coming there, as well as some strategies for improving your repurchase rates.